After the conversation in the storeroom, I knew that this is my friend. So the conversation.
And mind you, we didn't talk about anything productive.
No, nothing.
We spoke about
exactly,
girls.
exactly.
And your hit list.
It also
and my hit list.
It also goes to say. It also goes to say that.
We're live. We're
I
live.
see live, live niggas worldwide.
We're live. We're live.
We're live.
Niggas be live.
Hey,
Why niggas be live?
live, live,
They live and alive.
live, live.
What's going on?
What's poppy, B?
What's poppy?
Yeah.
You know when people ask you how are things, it's like, which things?
Which things? What
Are
are
you
you
trying
talking
to-
about specifically? You know,
you
like
trying-
I'm a whole human being. I'm multifunctional. Tell me, what is your question? Is that thing that they asked Pep? Hi, Pep. What's on your mind today? What do you want to talk about? Ask me.
Yeah, because there's a lot.
Yeah, there's so much. There's a lot
That's going on in your mind.
There's so much. I might tell you about my wife.
Hey.
Is that what you want to know?
Hey.
You know? Amen.
Yeah, people just have to be specific. How are things? Which things, bro? What do you know? that I don't know?
I'm not even trying to be rude or anything like that.
What do you know?
I need you to be specific about things. You know?
I need context.
Yeah.
Because your mind is your mind, and your mind is as audited as it is.
Hey.
It's also untidy.
Hey,
There are
what-
a lot of things that are going on.
How are things? Where do you want me to start? Where?
Yeah.
From which parts?
How are things? Yeah, hey, that's a weird question to ask.
That's a very, very weak question. So if
To a large
if anyone has texted that to me on my WhatsApp, you must know that question. That's why I didn't answer.
Things are the way they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's actually a good answer.
Right.
Because, well, yeah.
On my end, I guess what I'm alluding to is I'm okay. I'm happy. Not so much happy. Happy is a fleeting emotion.
Yeah.
I'm content.
Are you content that we're making content?
Well, that's one. Because at the end of the day, that's the objective, right? I'm so happy with the progress that we are making. It's the same principle of working out, showing up.
Yeah.
And I believe that's also why we're here today. Also exercising a lot of patience and just being okay. I think also how you have to look at patience is while you're waiting for something to happen, what are you doing? Right? Because
Yeah,
there's waiting
exactly.
and not doing anything.
Exactly. It's a thing of, are you prepared? Are you prepared for when it comes through? Like, have you made the bed? At least, have you made the bed for if it was a woman coming through? Have you made the bed for that woman?
Why did you have to come up with that?
Because I'm thinking,
Why is that an example?
Exactly, what do you make the bed? Why would you make the bed? Especially, what are you preparing for?
Well, by virtue, you have to make your bed every morning.
Yeah,
Not when a lady is coming by.
Definitely.
I understand why men or gents do it. Yeah, but I think away from that, we should move away from doing things for other people. You should do things because they bring order in your life, they bring peace, and they make you feel valuable.
Yeah. It's definitely important to, when you work on things, when you are waiting for something, being patient about something, at least make sure that when it comes through, it catches you ready, It catches you ready to just continue, like a smooth sailing. It's even better, man. It's even better for you. One of the things I've been thinking about is a car. What I'm fixing right now is everything around my finances. I'm really fixing. Last week I almost went into like a loan. Almost made a loan.
Snap.
Yeah, I almost got in.
Were you at work?
No, I was here, just sitting in the
thinking.
room, thinking like, should I?
A car loan.
Huh?
A car loan.
No, definitely not a car loan. Definitely not a car loan. I don't want to take any bigger loan. It was a loan. It was a loan. I still think it's stupid because the loan was
To pay other debts.
No.
Well, I've done that before.
Yeah.
I took a loan to pay other debts.
No, but the loan was to handle things around the house and all of those things. So also part of the things, my lady was coming back, and I thought that I also had to go fetch her and all of those things. I had enough saved for it, but I knew that after doing all of those things, I would be like
Flat
out,
broke.
you know.
With a loan breathing down your neck.
Yeah. Actually, before I get a loan, so I had enough to do it without the loan, right? But the loan would relieve me from having to be broke. Yeah. So that was the idea of it. The loan was just to be there in the bank account, just for no reason. So the week passed, the whole week passed, and I'm here today and I'm thinking to myself, there was no need for it, eh? I'm actually glad I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I convinced myself. I was so close that the last thing I had to do there was send through my details. I've already done the details and everything. I already knew how much I was getting. The only thing they needed for me is like that security where you have to send them your pay slip and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They were like, hey, please send us your pay slip. That was the only thing that was needed for them to verify, but I didn't go through with it. So even the consultant from the company called, and she was like, hi, how can I help you? And I was like, I don't know, you called me. I really don't remember exactly what just triggered me to not do it. I guess maybe during the application I was not so happy about it. It felt, when you feel like you just recovered and rock bottom again. You're about to hit rock bottom the second time around. Yeah, it was something like that. I did this one time where I had a loan. I completed that loan. The next month I had another loan. So I never really even saw what I was earning completely, like the full package of it, my full package without anything,
right?
With especially a loan. I mean, like, you will see a full package, but especially a loan,
right?
Yeah, I felt like, what, I want to see everything I have. So part of that also is, as I said, the car again. I'm thinking of the car again, right? Now around that, it's, I need to be disciplined. I need to really, really work hard to that. So having a 1,000 rand loan, while you pay back, I think, how much do you pay back? 300 rands on it now for 6 months. Also, I hated the fact, also, I guess, yes, one of the things was that I have to pay it through 6 months. 6 months, I'm going to my birthday, I will go to my birthday with a loan. Nah, it didn't feel right. I felt like I was not loving myself enough it was not worth it. When people take loans, I really believe that it's good to take it and see what it does, what it really, really does, not just a loan and just to have money in your account
fast. Blow money fast.
So I'm very happy I didn't. I'm very happy I didn't.
You did not follow through.
Yes, I'm happy I didn't follow
all
through.
Thanks to the last detail.
Yeah.
The payslip.
Yeah.
Which is a segue to our conversation.
Yeah.
I think our relationship started with the payslip.
Yes.
I had to give you my payslip.
Did it start with the payslip?
Not entirely, but I do believe that was the foundation. Because before that, you and I had met in the storeroom.
Man, you were working together, right? Both our equipment. You worked with multimedia. I worked with I was tech.
Yeah.
So everything was in the same room. So
yes,
the storeroom. That's where we would meet. I guess sometimes cross paths because you have the key, I have the key.
Yes.
So
and I would come for you for certain things because you were my contact point in terms
Exactly.
of
In terms of IT stuff, we had to merge. We had to we were working together because we were using the same room. We just didn't have like so much time to talk then. But what I'm trying to figure out then about the payslip, because I do remember the payslip was I think the payslip was a determining factor.
Yes.
It didn't. That's not where it started, but it was the determining factor that.
Do you remember?
This one is the one.
So did I ask for help from you, or it just happened organically in terms of the storeroom operation? Because I remember I had to tidy up the storeroom. I had work. I had tasks on the day, right? And part and parcel of that was really just to tidy up the machines, which are the computers.
Yeah.
So did I come to you and ask for help?
You came through to me. You didn't really ask for help. You just said, when you have time, can we clean?
But it was me telling you.
Yeah, you were telling.
Because it was our responsibility.
Yeah, it was our responsibility.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What was you thinking? Because I can imagine hearing that from someone that I guess you usually don't have conversations or hang out with.
But then that's the thing with the storeroom conversation we had was after the payslip.
No.
I was already staying upstairs.
No,
yes.
I have
yes.
the details.
Let me tell you, that girl that I broke up with then, I was staying up there. I remember calling her from up there.
I have the events messed up. When I thought about that interaction or the whole experience, I thought in my mind that happened first, and then you came to me for the payslip.
No.
Which to me would have made sense that you came to me for that, because we already had the conversation. So now it has everything messed up in my.
Like really, to be honest, especially with the payslip. So in context, you had to borrow me your payslip so that I can apply for an apartment.
Yeah, well,
right?
Payslip, not just that. Payslip, you basically had all the details that you're required to do anything fraudulent.
But the payslip, so in South Africa, a payslip you do not show anyone. That's the rest of the details, the address and everything, that doesn't matter so much. But the payslip is the most important thing. In South Africans do not share their payslips. That's a general thing. No one tells anyone how much they. And we had this conversation before. This was really after the payslip. After I got the payslip from you, I think maybe a few days after that, we had a conversation about why don't people really share what they're getting paid, because you could find that me and you are doing the same thing, and you're getting 10,000, I'm getting 8,000. It would be nice for me to know how much you're getting, so I can also have so we know that a company is not messing with us.
But it's privy for you. You can't go in there and say
yes,
paying X.
No. I mean, like I guess the argument wouldn't be that, but the argument would be you guys can afford it.
Okay.
You can afford to pay me this, because why would you hire a person on a market value of this and you're not giving them that? So right. I mean, you can find other ways to argue it without including the person who told you, right?
Yes.
But the idea is at least know. You know,
I genuinely thought we had the storeroom interaction first. And then in my mind that built up the confidence for you to approach me. So where did the confidence come from in the audacity?
That's the thing. That's why I was going with it. That it's even crazy that I don't remember the stance that I had. I think, as I said, the conversation in the storeroom was the follow up to a certain point. Maybe that's why I wasn't even mad when you called me to come and help in the storeroom.
I owe this man.
It was like I owe this man.
But I had merit. I had grounds to hit you up and like, yo, we need to do this.
Yes.
Right there.
The payslip thing, I want to say that it's also because we did have conversations, not concrete conversations, but we had conversations where you would come to me and tell me that, yo, I would like to station my team here, and I would like you to help me with the internet connection, and then I would help with that. We would talk generally, we would just have this conversation, that conversation here and there,
as colleagues.
And as colleagues. So I think that's where I was risking, if anything. I would say you were just the stand-up guy that you were at the time. It was not necessarily that to me, after you gave me the payslip, it solidified a lot for me, right?
Okay.
But after the conversation in the storeroom, I knew that this is my friend. So the conversation.
And mind you, we didn't talk about anything productive.
No, nothing.
We spoke about
exactly,
girls.
exactly.
And your hit list.
It also
and my hit list.
It also goes to say. It also goes to say that. It also goes to say that you don't really need to be deep, or you don't really need to try to impress anyone in any case.
It could be as superficial as that.
Yeah.
But the connection could be genuine.
The connection is genuine, you know. The idea around that. So when when I came through for the payslip, I really was just risking, I guess. I was going there with, I'm not sure what the answer will be, but hopefully it will be yes. So I was actually nervous to ask for that more than anything. The fact that you gave me that, and my man, when I saw how much you were getting paid there, I was like, this guy has the guts to give me this pay slip, even though he's getting this little. Because it was not money. That thing.
They were not giving us money.
For what you were doing, it was not money.
You just joined the company.
I also just joined the company, and I'm getting paid the next month. And
your first salary.
My first bigger salary. So I was under like a stipend.
Okay.
Yeah, my first bigger.
Which was more than mine.
Yeah, which was less than yours.
Okay. Because I've been there longer.
Was more than yours when you were when you had your own stipend. It was more. My stipend was more than yours.
Okay.
But what you were getting
was it
paid,
a salary or a stipend?
It was a stipend.
For me.
For you, it was a salary.
Okay. There I was trying to feel good.
No, it was a salary, man. It was a salary. Yeah. It was not enough. That's one thing I can say. But given that you literally just transitioned from the stipend life to work life, and it was in the same company, and honestly at the same time the company really helped, because I remember that my stipend, really, I still had a few bucks with me where I could buy food. I even at some point when they raised our stipend, my mom was around and I took her out, and I felt good with stipend money.
Right.
That was because they subsidized the space we stayed at and all of those things. Technically, like stipend was just to give you responsibility, you know, just have a short sense of a sense of responsibility. So when I came through to you, I was still under my stipend. I just got like the offer.
Yeah.
This was an offer to be an intern. So the internship is 3 months there. It was 3 months, and then after the internship there is the contract. Yeah. So I was an intern, but I hadn't gotten paid then. I was getting paid the next month. But I had to move in this month. So I had to come to you for that.
But it was risky also on my end, because I remember saying to you, yo man, you have everything you need to take me down.
Yes.
Because in my head, you know how I'm living.
Hey.
I'm a spy of sorts. That's why I change phones every 3 years.
Yes,
cell phone numbers. Yeah, and I remember saying to you,
I remember that conversation.
You remember that as well?
I remember. And
it didn't take long. It wasn't more than 5 minutes.
How much heart to heart you gave me about giving me your details. Yeah. It was
because I gave you my ID.
Yes. Because now to apply for an apartment now, it has to be 2 people, because you are earning more than I am. So that would mean that it's your place and my place. So you could have just easily come
exactly. And I would even take you to court.
Eventually I changed that, but before then it was both of us who owned that place. In case you don't know.
Yeah, because there was a time where me and my then partner, we had a squabble, so to speak, and then I didn't want to go back home.
Yes.
Because it didn't feel peaceful at the time.
Yeah.
So had I known,
it was very unfortunate that you didn't come to do your fingerprints.
Yeah, exactly. My thought wasn't not to help you. My thought was the risk that came with that, right? Yeah. And yeah, man, you held it down. I'd like to believe you held, because I haven't had anything.
Yeah, I did. Eventually, I removed your name from the.
Or when you were earning enough.
I think maybe 3 months after that, because also the manager was good. Came from back home, you remember, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I came from back home. I spoke to him, and he helped me with such things. So in any case, I think it was never I would never have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, any
You wouldn't
trouble.
have done it.
I wouldn't have done any bad. The way you helped, it was a thing of, that's where I felt that this is the determining factor as well. It was a checkpoint. I'm grateful that you did. The respect for you there got to be way stronger, simply because it was a thing of, as I said, black people, South Africans, do not share their stuff like that. They do not share their payslip. So I don't think I ever had that mentality, but it's also conditional when I have to help someone.
Yes.
I won't just help someone. So you, at that time, I would have easily helped.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think I've seen you so much around, and we're also working in a company that's family orientated, you know.
That's true.
For the most part, there are certain people in the company I wouldn't have helped, of course, because I don't know you. But you, on the other hand, I think the relationship was not so strong. Of course, actually, it was not strong at all. It was a thing of, I know you, you know me. We help each other, because also it was a work requirement to also help you, and it was a work requirement for you to help me.
Yeah.
In any case.
So we didn't have a choice.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice
When it came to work things.
But to top to that, it was also the fact that we were civil. You know, you don't have a choice sometimes, but you're also not required to be nice to a person like that. But I would say we were civil. It was okay, you know.
And then you copped another hand.
After a while.
Okay.
Yeah, but I did cop another hand.
But you were already on some rampage energy.
Yeah, we're talking about the hit list, right? Yeah, we
I remember when I said, yo,
were
who did
busy
you?
then. We were busy then.
Who did you?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
It was the count were something.
It was higher than mine. I'm like, snap, this man has been busy.
Yes. Yeah, and then I think to that, to everything for me, it got to really like where I decided this is my friend, was when we had the storeroom conversation. Because the first time what you did for me was you gave me your details to apply for a place, right? The second thing was you had to open up to me to exactly who you were dating and all of that. And it was
did I tell you in the storeroom?
Yes, that was the storeroom conversation.
Snap. I shouldn't have, bro.
You told me that in the storeroom.
And they could have had my job.
Yeah.
I remember even deciding when I was thinking about just being with her.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen? It was around the time there was a sexual harassment case
Hey.
at the office.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And they were calling staff members for
For
an
the
induction
talks.
of sorts.
Yeah.
As to how we should conduct ourselves. And I deliberately did not attend that because I was standing on the leg of plausible deniability.
Yes.
Right? Should everything come out?
Should I
Right,
should
yeah.
I not? That's when you told me about who you were seeing. That's why also the hit list came out, because also the hit list was incriminating in a way.
this law talk.
there was so much then. There was so much going on, but I really believe that we, away from it, really the rules that we were breaking, we were not necessarily breaking a rule where it was an illegal thing. It was just a company rule. It was actually not even a company rule like that. There was nothing that was written on the company.
That's part of the ethics.
Yeah, it was just part of the ethics.
It was just not
It
ethical.
was just, we're putting it out there.
To be quite honest, it was an unfair situation because
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
we were around the same
We
age.
are young. We are young at the time. I'm a junior manager. All of these people are literally my age.
Yes.
And
And where else should you
so
get?
it was just the thing of, what is it? Work employee power type of thing.
Power dynamics.
Power dynamics. Yeah, but apart from that, it was very unfair, especially given the people that come through there.
Right.
Like, yo, you
And that place
already
has
see,
beautiful-
like, even today I believe that anyone who goes there sees the
Potential
potential somebody, you know, it sees a potential somebody.
Yeah.
That's mostly how our friendship became much stronger. When we went to the storeroom, to clean up, to tidy up the storeroom where we had to talk. And the funny thing is, I actually knew who it was. So I'm wondering, who else do you think knew? Knew without telling you? Because I knew from like the idea when you came to me and you told me that this person needs this, and you made sure that this person is gonna get this.
Please give her the best.
Yes, at the best of the best.
Ay.
You know, you were serious about that. So
I mean,
like,
rightfully so.
yeah, so that's how I knew, right?
You're like, there's something here.
There was something there.
And then I confirmed it for you when I said it.
Yeah. No, I said it. I said, is it?
You guessed.
I guessed. I said, so the first question was, so I think it's someone from the office, and then you just looked at me somehow, like trying to hit
away.
me with a poker face. How did you know? I'm like, but it was the pressure that you were giving me. It was the pressure that you were giving me.
She actually called it as well. At that time, she's like, "Oh, now it makes sense. Is that why you fought so hard for my machine?"
You know, boys do the funniest things, man.
Bro.
Boys do the funniest things, man.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Hey,
man.
the boys, the way we met, to me, it's close to a miracle. It's by chance,
Yeah.
if anything. It's by a very, 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 very like tiny chance. Because first of all,
Slim to none.
simply from looking at you, simply from looking at how you act, you speak Venek. You speak like Venek, and you speak the one that I used to watch on TV, the one with what do you call this, the soapy you used to watch,
The drama. Yizo.
the Yizo.
Okay.
You know, you speak like that. And to me, I know. So as I said, I'm also from the hood, and I know the
hood,
type of people who have the same
language.
so
I speak the same way.
I got, as I said, I'm always in my mind. I knew not to associate myself with certain people. So you were
I'm an
the
anomaly.
people, you were
in some way.
you were the people I do not associate with.
You
at the
stay away
time.
from.
Yeah, it's also that thing where I'm thinking like, hey man, this was by a very very slim chance.
It was scripted.